Well, welcome everybody. Today I will be making an Instant Pot version of a variation of Italian wedding soup. Now generally, Italian wedding soup, here's my Instant Pot, Italian wedding soup, it's got vegetables, chicken, maybe sausage or ground meat with escarole or kale. I don't like either in that, so I'll be using spinach. So the ingredients I'm going to be having today are 2 carrots diced rather large, 2 stalks of celery diced rather large, and an onion. I prefer a leek. I usually put a leek in there, but I don't have any leeks today, so it's a small onion, and some garlic. And the garlic I'll put in last so it doesn't burn. To that, I'm going to be adding, although it's not on screen here, 4 cups of water and 6 cups of chicken stock. No, turn that around. 6 cups of water and 4 cups of chicken stock. And any one of your pastas, orzo, you can put rice, whatever you like. 4 cups, no, 4 ounces, 4 to 5 ounces, that should do it. In addition, also, I show you the other ingredients I'll be using is Kroger's vegetable soup mix, $1 each at Ralph's, you can't beat it. And these are the meatballs I'll be using. Yes, they're store-bought. I wouldn't eat it if I was cooking in a pasta, but in a soup, it's just fine, it's already cooked. And here's my bag of Trader Joe's spinach at $1.49. I'll also be adding a couple eggs at the end, which I'll be dropping into the soup. Okay, so we'll put those back in the freezer and the fridge respectively. Let's put the Instant Pot on Saute. Where is it? It'll work this thing by now. Saute. And saute on medium for a couple minutes. So add our butter in there. You can put oil if you like. Should have washed my hands before I started. And to the butter, I'm going to saute these vegetables. When they're just about done, I'm going to add the garlic. And then to the garlic, I'm going to add the fluid. So here's the starting point. And what I'll do is get back to you in a bit. Thanks all. Bye. Okay, we're back on the other side. The onions, carrots, and celery have gone for a little bit. In the meantime, I've also added just a pinch of salt. And to that, I'm going to throw in my minced garlic right now and let that go for about 30 seconds to a minute, no more. I don't like the garlic to burn. So let's mix that up. You can see that it's going. I'm going to take my cutting board over to the sink. Now, if I was making a regular chicken soup at this time, I would probably add some Italian seasonings like marjoram, thyme, lavender, oregano, whatever it might be. But because I'm making the Italian wedding soup, I don't want it to really interfere with any of the other flavors. So we will put in some fresh parsley at the end when that's all done. Okay. That looks just about fine. So I'm going to kill this right now. I should have my glasses on. Power. Cancel. Off. Okay. So let's take our fluid. Again, that's 4 cups of chicken stock, homemade, 6 cups of water. And that's plenty. And let's add our chicken breast, which I've salted and peppered, and nothing else really. And make sure they're fully submerged. Now, when they're done pressure cooking, what we're going to do is to take them out, finish cooking the other ingredients, shred the chicken, and put that back in. So let's show you how this guy gets started. Okay, we'll put it on the soup setting, soup broth, and only for 7 minutes at high. And make sure it's on steaming, and there it goes. Well, it says 7 minutes, but it's going to take about 25 minutes to come up to pressure. So 25 minutes to come up to pressure, 7 minutes to cook under pressure, and then about 10 or 15 minutes to vent. So we will be back here in about 30-35 minutes when I release the valves. Hang loose. Well, welcome back. Last I left you was about 40-45 minutes ago. It took a while for the pot to come up to pressure. And then it pressure cooked for 7 minutes, and since then, it's been 15 minutes since the timer went off. So what we're gonna do now, since that was a slow release, we are going to release the rest of it. And let's see if I can do this without any major catastrophes. Okay. So once we take all the pressure out, what I'm gonna do is, it's gonna take about 2 or 3 minutes for all the steam to come out of there. Once that comes out, I'm gonna take the chicken off and rest it in the dish and then shred it here. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna put the saute function back on and add 3 scrambled eggs because they're not particularly large, the orzo over there, the meatballs, and those mixed vegetables I showed you earlier. So I'll be back and we'll talk soon. Okay, since I last left you, it took about 2.5 minutes for all the pressure to come down. The red valve's done, so I can safely take the lid off. And we're still bubbling here. It smells fantastic. So let me put this lid over here and come back and, you know, no recipe's perfect. This is soup, you do what you like. Some things I do sometimes, I throw a Parmesan rind in the soup while I'm pressure cooking. I didn't today. As I mentioned earlier, the Italian seasoning, so do what you like. So let me get these breasts out of here. And I'll cool them for a bit. Now I'm gonna cancel this, and I'm going to put the saute function back on, and I'm gonna put it on high. And why am I gonna do that? Because I wanna put these eggs in here. And to make sure that they're uniformly distributed. This is 3 eggs, they're large eggs, so they're not extra large or jumbo, but I kind of like this the scrambled egg in here quite a bit. Fantastic. Now we'll dump the orzo, and I checked it, it's only 4 ounces. It should be 5, so it's a little bit less than I would like, but we got some bread later and some other things. Okay, so there goes our orzo. And the orzo will tend to balloon. So we'll put that away, and I'm gonna add the frozen vegetables and frozen meatballs, which will bring me, which is gonna bring the temperature down somewhat. Now there's not a lot in here. You got about 10? Yeah. Whew. And again, I'm not on Kroger's payroll, I don't own Kroger stock, but the vegetable soup mix, which has okra, green peas, baby lima beans, okra, celery, onions, corn, diced potato, and in she goes. Okay, so after the orzo cooks, this is going to cook on high and bubble. After the orzo's done, I'm going to add back the shredded chicken, chopped parsley, and that's a meal and a half in itself with a side of garlic bread or French bread, whatever your fancy is. Tonight, it's garlic bread. Okay, so I'm going to go on hiatus for about 8 minutes, see if I can find another clip. Bye now. Okay, we're back. The orzo has cooked. The meatballs, the frozen vegetables are defrosted. And now it's everybody else into the pool. So the bag of spinach. And again, if you like, use kale, use escarole, use whatever you like. But I prefer the pre-washed spinach, it's good to go. And then lastly, the chicken that I diced and the parsley. And that's flat leaf parsley. You could use curly parsley as well. You can get your hands on that, either one. I prefer the flat leaf at this stage. Okay, my saute function on the pan or pot is on. And let's mix that all up. What I'm going to do is pour this into a bowl and show you all the goodly goodness that is in this pot. It's a good day for soup. It's freezing outside in Northridge. It's down to 83 degrees, so nothing like a hot bowl of soup. Let's get a bowl here. And I'm not going to eat it right now because Mrs. DePrino is still on her way home, so I'm going to let this sit warm. But let's get a bowl. Show you what it looks like. And there we have it. Chicken, meatballs, or sausage, what your preference is. The frozen vegetables, the spinach, the parsley, etc., etc. Grate some fresh Parmesan on this with a side of bread, and we're done. So thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel.